I'm going to show you exactly what dopamine is and the scale that it exists upon in the next 90 seconds and explain all of this to you really, really quick. So dopamine is a neurotransmitter. It is the molecule of more, and dopamine always wants more dopamine. Your body's natural response should exist around 0, but because your body wants homeostasis, you can pretty much go to, we'll call it plus 1,000 on the dopamine scale, and then you can also fall to about negative 1,000 on the dopamine scale. When you're on the negative dopamine scale, which means that you are not doing things that are making you feel good, or you've done too many things that made you feel too good, your body always needs to sort of default in order to reset your highs and your lows so that it can get back to homeostasis. Dopamine is not necessarily a bad thing, but too much artificial dopamine, such as social media, drugs, sex, alcohol, winning, impulses, gambling, some naughty stuff, driving fast, when your life is in danger, skydiving, even completing a task or getting sunlight. These things can feel good. Some of these blend into what we'll call endorphins for now, which is another hormone. But I want to stick with just the dopamine scale to make this make sense. So when you do too many of these things, right, going out, partying on the weekend, and you wake up and you feel shitty and you're having anxiety and withdrawals and sadness or regret about an action that you did or what something somebody said, you're having so much fun until you're not, right? Instinctively, we don't live here. So even if you're experiencing all of this artificial dopamine and getting to plus 1,000, inevitably, in order to reset your body, because your body always wants homeostasis, your body has to bring you onto the negative scale for the same amount of time. And when you go from plus 1,000, all the way to minus 1,000, a lot of these feelings are interpreted as depression, negative self-talk, losing, failing, job loss, breakups, withdrawals, any kind of withdrawal or a drop from this plus 1,000 scale on the dopamine scale where you're on social media, talking, hanging out, having a good time, going to the club. Whenever you're not doing those things, you inevitably start to feel some of these things, which some of these things exist outside of ourselves, but can also bring us down this scale. But mostly your withdrawals of excess dopamine will look like these two. And you have to be here for a while in order to reset your body back at 0. Most people can't handle being here. This looks like being by yourself, doing some things, getting sunlight, eating good food, meditating, journaling, understanding your emotions, taking time to reset. Most people don't even want to be back at 0. Most people just want to be here all of the time. I'm here to tell you scientifically, emotionally, spiritually, it is not possible to live here 100% of the time. It is okay for you to be here, but understand that by you being at the plus 1,000, you also need to be at the negative 1,000, which could look like periods of isolation in your life. Do not fight being by yourself. Do not fight experiencing this stuff. Do not resist these emotions. Embrace them, understand them, honor them, witness them. Because when you're down here, you can say, oh shit, maybe I was getting too much artificial dopamine by doing too many of these things right in a row. And then you start to learn, you start to change your habits. And when you can instinctively say no to some of these maybe excess ones, or understand when you're going down a road too far, you can say, hey, maybe it's time that I chilled, maybe it's time that I slowed down, maybe it's time I read a book or spent some time by myself, did what it is that I need to do. These obviously aren't all of the things that give you dopamine, not even close. And these obviously aren't all of the things that bring you onto this negative scale of dopamine. But because dopamine is a neurotransmitter and your body always wants homeostasis, I am telling you that all of these good things are required to also have some of these bad things. Okay, this is your yin and this is your yang. You need both of those. So save this video for later, take a screenshot. I'll do another one on endorphins so that you guys can start to understand this. But when you guys understand that, hey, I don't need to have such high highs all the time, but maybe if I start to understand and temper these things out or space these things out, right, I'm going to be able to offset some of the lows that I also experience coming down here. Okay, don't give your power away. Understand your vices, understand your addictions. This is what I help people do so that they can become better people. See you guys in the next one.